Hey, what are you doing? Come on, get off that. I don't want to look at it. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Get. Okay. All right, I'll take you. Oh, come on, hurry up. Get off. I want to see what's inside. This is important. Okay. All right, you know what? I'm going to put you away. All right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Are you going to get off? No? All right. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Anyways, you'll notice right here I have this package, and I've been waiting for this package, and now we're going to take a look inside the package now that my tortoise, Miss Littlefoot, has gotten off of the package. Here we are. Craft Easy Paint by Number. Now, this is the really cool thing is that they contacted me by email and said, would I be interested in trying out their product? And I was like, yeah, why not? This would be kind of fun. And now, when I was a child, I didn't ever do a paint by number, but I remember them. I remember my friends doing them and that. And I thought to myself, well, what are they like today? And today, it's a different world. What you can do now is amazing. And here we are. This is a painting of an iguana. Now, you can fully understand as to why I picked that, because I love reptiles. It's actually been my big love. I love to paint and draw, but reptiles have also been a big part of me. And that, so when I was going through looking to see which one I would like to pick, this one popped up for me. There's so many varieties in the actual program that you can look and see and say to yourself, oh, okay, flowers or a building, whatever you like, it's there for you. And this is done by artists who actually gain something from that. Okay, it's not like a one-time deal, right? You can start to follow those artists, and that was my dryer just going off. So you can follow those artists, and you can actually see if you want to keep going and progressing with them, right? And seeing the type of work that they do. But you get really unique stuff. And when I saw the iguana, of course, because I'm known as the reptile man in Hamilton for the last 40 years, I definitely had to pick this guy. Anyways, you get a canvas, all right? Now, besides your canvas, you're going to get some other things too. Plus, easy instructions, right? Inside this little package here, right, are the other aspects that you'll need for your painting. Now, there's your paints, and every one of them is numbered. Now, there are some instructions here, right, for you to follow, and you can see what this is going to look like in the end. It's going to be amazing, right? Thank you. I didn't read all of that. This is new to me. So, and then your numbers, right? So you can number everything. You can put it in this little nice pot situation, so you can work with it. And as I said, the instructions are very simple and easy. It tells you basically how to get started, what you should be doing, right? And it makes it nice and simple, right? Because that's what you want, nice and simple, but also relaxing. I also thought to myself, well, I kind of do my own thing, but how does this help other people? Well, I think it helps a lot of people. Especially if you're a new artist and you want to learn the skills other artists have. Nothing like being able to copy somebody and getting something from that. When you see people at a museum and they're drawing the famous artists, right? They're learning, they're finding something out. So something as simple as this not only gives you that nice relaxed feeling of just learning to paint and not concerned about what the subject is, because you just pick a subject. Right? That makes it nice and simple and straightforward for you. But you also can learn from that, right? You can learn how things look, how to progress into a painting for yourself, if that's what you want. And if you want to just simply relax and enjoy yourself, coloring in something nice, and also realizing that you're giving back to an artist, right? That, I think, is a really cool part of this whole program. That an artist gets something back a little bit, right? Because, it's not the easiest job in the world, but it is probably one of the best fun jobs in the world. So I'm going to get myself started. I'm going to take a few seconds here, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so here I've got my color chart. so I'm trying to make it so you guys can see. Sorry about that. That wasn't that right. Shouldn't have done that. Anyways, that color chart right here gives me what colors I need. So it's pretty straightforward and simple. So you just look for the number. So I have the yellow that's here, which is 078, is number 12, right? So all I got to do is take off the sticker and plop it onto here, right? Now see, I got it on there, right? So now I know that's number 12. I look over to here and there is number 12. So I'm going to get those all set and ready to go, and there we are. All right, so cool. Shouldn't take too long. So I got the stickers on. Not just me, actually Sue helped me on that one. She likes to organize stuff, so it makes her very happy to do that. So I said, go ahead, do that. I also grabbed a tool that unfortunately they don't supply, but it would be great if they did, but is a magnifying glass, because I am a little bit of an older gentleman and my eyes aren't as good as I would like them to be as time has gone by. But I will be able to have that, and it's kind of exciting, because I'm now looking at this and seeing, you know, the different little shapes and sizes and everything. And because I'm a person who knows the reptiles, it's even more fascinating for me. So I think that's going to be a plus all the way for me, because I can actually get to pull back and look, and the next time that I go create something for myself, I'll know exactly what that's like, right? So that's one of the things I would highly recommend, that if you do like something like this, do something that you're comfortable with, something that's you understand. I understand reptiles. Some people would understand flowers. Some people would understand buildings. Whatever it is, a boat, whatever, or you just happen to like that picture. That's all that matters. Now, I am going to do one thing a little bit backwards. I'm going to do my background first, and then I'm going to let it dry, and then I'll start to work on the inside and go from the bright colors down to the darker colors. Smart move, but that is my only thing about this that I'm going to change up, is actually add the background first. I feel more comfortable that way. But again, just like anything, if you feel a little bit more comfortable, go that way, but just realize that they've given you instructions to tell you how to do it the best way possible. And I got my brushes too. There you are. Well, here we go. Now, as I've already spoken to you, that it's quite easy. All the steps are quite easy. And there'll be little challenges. And when it comes to challenges, I had some real major challenges. One was, just before I got the actual painting itself, I knew that I had to go in for some surgery, and it's eye surgery. Now, here's the unfortunate part, was that you have to take some medicine prep to actually getting the eye surgery. So on the Friday, I was going to be going in on the Monday to actually have the surgery. Now, as I say, I had to prep, and I had to take some medicine. Well, unfortunately, I found out that I might be allergic to that medicine, and I had a horrible weekend. Yeah, like not fun at all. But after a horrible weekend, having the eye surgery, and saying to myself, I have to get started on this painting, and all the little fine details, it definitely held some major little problems. But you know what? I didn't give up. And that's the main thing about something like this. It is a lot of fun to do. And it's going to take some time. And you might get yourself frustrated. Oh boy, did I get myself frustrated, because the dyslexia showed up right away. Okay, first things happen is it's tiny little areas with numbers. Yeah, numbers that I tend to see backwards, or sometimes I don't know how to explain this to somebody who doesn't have dyslexia, but it actually makes it sometimes where I don't see the numbers at all, or they're backwards in a sense. You know, I think, oh, that's a 2, and then by the time I've got the paint ready and ready to go with it, it's a 4. You know, frustrating, but I just said to myself, I'm not going to allow that to stop me. I don't give up that easy, right? And then, as I was working on it, the process of it was just a lot of fun too. And it also constantly kept at me because I would have to look again and again and again. I had that magnifying glass out. Many times I would just get ready to put the paint down and lost my spot, and I'd have to start again, right? So it did take a long process. The other thing too was my eye wasn't feeling that great. It was blurry, it was sore. But again, I was like, no, you know what? I'm determined to get this done. I think that's also sometimes the best thing for you. It's a process that you're going to say to yourself, hey, I can get this done. And enjoy it too at the same time. It was relaxing. I mean, honestly, it was very, very relaxing, but also very frustrating, right? Because I would be thinking to myself, okay, I'm doing really, really good. And then a couple of nights there, my eyes just gave up. I think every part of it gave up. It was my eye was sore. The dyslexia was at full blast. And this sounds kind of weird to say, the dyslexia, right? But dyslexic, with the condition, it was at full blast because I would go down and have the paint on there and then realize, oh my God, I have absolutely put this in the wrong spot and I'm going to have to do it again, right? But again, I wanted to do this because I really liked the piece, right? I like the iguana, I like the scales. Again, that's for me drawing. I'm also a reptile person, and I love reptiles, and iguanas are one of the most beautiful creatures. And so being able to paint one, and the way that this artist had used the colors too, and that's another thing too, when you are doing this kind of work, especially if you're somebody new, you're going to learn those ideas about how somebody might place colors to guide the eye through the whole picture, right? And this person did an amazing job. This young lady did an amazing job. So, as I say, I really enjoyed the process and going through it. But as I said, it every once in a while would bite at me and make it frustrating. And I would stop, and then I'd say to myself, okay, I'm going to have to give myself a day off, because then I also wound up getting a really bad cold. So you think to yourself, okay, bad cold, bad eye, having problems with the medicine itself. They had to give me another type of medicine, and even then I didn't feel very good about it. So it was really, it was really at me. It was really at me. But again, like I said, I'm not a person who's going to give up. The other thing too is that as I was working on the piece, I realized that I understand the little shapes, and some people would feel really good about getting those shapes perfect. But I liked a little bit more thickness in my paint. So when I was painting it, I realized that I was adapting the shapes, but not perfect. But I was still enough there that I didn't have to worry that, okay, I'm messing it up. It's not going to work, right? At the first time, I kind of really tried to control that, and I just found myself saying, it's not how I paint. So for some people, that's probably going to be the thing that they love, is being so accurate, getting it right on the money, and getting them side by side. But I found myself not needing to do that. I found myself saying to myself, you know what? As long as I get the color in there, and then the next color that matches up beside it, they touch each other nicely, it's going to give me the shape I want. And it did. And I stayed within that shape, but just a little off sometimes. And then sometimes when I made a real big boob, I knew that I had to look at it and think about it and say, okay, well, how would this go in directions? As I say, the number game was definitely a killer for me a little bit there too, because 23 and 24, boy, they look very close to each other. And when they're right side by side, you're definitely going to maybe make a mistake or two, and that little dyslexic monster pops up. But again, I kept enjoying it. And you know what? You're going to probably really like it because of the fact that as you're painting it, you start to see the work building and building. My only drawback is they send you a black and white picture to give you a better chance at looking at the numbers, especially if you painted over top of something that you can actually see the numbers again. If that was the one thing I would fix, I would say that the numbers on the actual black and white print need to be darker. It's like a gray matter all the way across, and it makes it very difficult for somebody, especially in my department or with blurry eyes and stuff like that. Yeah, so it was a process, and I didn't mind doing the process. Like I say, I always enjoy this part, and I never gave up on it and that. And as you can see, it really did start to come together. And now once you start to see that part, you know, that's the delight, right? And it's the same with if I'm painting for myself. What I start with is sometimes just kind of a frame of something, and then it slowly builds into something that I'm going to enjoy and like. So I got to be honest, these are worth it to get. I think you'll enjoy them. You know, it's hours of relaxation if you do it right, you know, put some music on. I was always pumping some music on. You know, I like my music, so I'd go onto YouTube and hit some videos and listen to music. When I was taking a break, I would dance. And that's the other thing too, taking a break. You've got to do that to yourself. If you're going to just sit down and make this hard for yourself by trying to push continuously and go, I think you're not going to enjoy it as much. I think you need to say to yourself, hey, this is a nice little fun pastime for me to do. And in the end, I'm going to have this beautiful picture that I can pop up on my wall and look at it and say, yeah, you know what? You know, I made this happen and I completed it. So I think it's a wonderful thing to do. So make sure that you take your little breaks. Make sure your environment around you is nice and calm and easy to deal with. And that's, like I said, it's... you know, sit down and enjoy, and that's what I did. And I must say that the product itself was excellent. It's well framed. Everything about it was really well done. The paints, everything that I got, made it so easy and simple to do this work. I would tell anybody to, yeah, absolutely get out there, get one of these little guys, have some fun with it. You're just gonna love it. Well, I'm done. I got my piece done, the craft easy painting that I did, which was a step-by-step number-by-number situation. I've got it all done. And here we go. Let's take a look, right? I think it turned out amazing. Boy, oh boy, I like that. I really do. The artist who did this has done an amazing job. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the actual artist who did this. But what is beautiful about this is that we're going to support this artist also. Right? So guys, thanks so much for watching today. If you get a chance, go and get yourself a Craft Easy paint by number. You're going to love it. They have other products that they have too out there, the diamond products, I believe. And check all the artists out there and see what they've done, and I think you're going to be just blown away, because I really am. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you guys from Craft Easy for letting me have a chance to have a little look at this and tell me what I thought about it, and I think you've done a great product. You should be really proud of yourself, guys. And thanks for supporting us artists. Yay! All right, so there you are. All the information's going to be coming up soon. And remember, be cool like a big bull moose. And remember to wear your pants. All right, Littlefoot, do they have a discount? Of course they do. Now, you just got to click onto the link and description, and then you hit Dyslexic Artist 20, and you will get 20% off of your next order. Okay, guys? So check it out. Oh, and you, don't you dare, I can see it in you. Hey, don't you dare poop on that. No pooping. No poop. I'm telling you, Littlefoot,